could be facing going forward. How important is that to have somebody come into jail to show you the ropes when you first get there?
That's very important, but it's still left up to the convict to take heed to the advice he getting. Young boys ain't gonna take no heed. Nah, they not gonna take heed. The only thing they worried about right now is the time they got and how they gonna do it.
Well, he did mention that someone was listening to him though.
Well, yeah, he might get 1 out of 100 every now and then. I call that none.
He was saying a group of them. He mentioned a group of kids listen to him. He said that they get together every day.
But listening and applying is two different things. Everybody gonna listen to you. It's gonna be the whole whoever in there. And then who gonna apply it and use it, then that's a whole nother topic.
So all these programs in jail, outside of what he has going, what he's mentioning, and the older guys in jail, are people actually really taking advantage of these programs in jail, like going to these actual meetings, they're learning these crafts and these skills?
You have some. It's way more that's not doing it than it is the ones that is doing. The ones that is doing it is dudes that got a little bit of time and they want to tighten up their joint before they go out. Dudes is coming in there with a boatload of it, 40 and 50 from what I seen and what I did. Ain't nobody listening to that right now.
Yeah, probably because there's a substantial amount of time that they have the time.
Yeah, they thinking that they ain't going, what's the sense of learning this and I ain't even going to be able to be free to use it. And I understand that mindset. Is it a mindset to have, to carry forward? No, but I get the condemn mindset.
Wow.
And that's for one. It's easier for one to take that. You sitting there with a life sentence. You ain't taking no parenting classes and shit. You ain't thinking about ever going home again. Then you want to start doing it 10, 15 years, and then you still have that, damn, I ain't never going home. So it's going to be classes that you don't want to take. You're going to want to do something else. Because these skills, these classes they got for you is not for jail. It's not for you to, exploit them in jail. No, these classes is for the society. Like I said, parenting class, anger management, business class, and then everything is so far back, so far outdated. So you got to try to reach the streets as much as you can to stay up to date. There's no way in the world you're staying up to date in prison, period. I don't care how many letters you got, how many new pictures of the new fat, you're not staying up to the date. You're going to be stagnant. Because you're going to be stagnant.
Because you're behind that wall.
It's not even, yeah, but basically.
And then you really don't have a actual, way to kind of keep up. People, especially if you're far out. If you're far out, you can't.
Even if you close to home, you still far out.
But sometimes you can keep it like Phoenix right there. It's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes from the city. You got a better chance of being, up to breast of what's going on out here, being in Phoenix, than being all the way out there up in the mountains, like being all the way Albion and one of them jails all the way out, because the people that's in the jail, running the jail, look like you. That they hip to what's going on, so they keeping you up to speed. Yeah, whatever it can be. It can be music. It can be the dress that they're wearing out there. You up to you because they're right there, and you can see people coming and going. You look out the window, you see people leaving work, coming to work. You get to see the updated cars and all the different things because you're able to see them from your actual window. But being far out is like you just up in the mountain, just trapped. Like
it was, I lost it, man. I don't know what my phone be doing nowadays, man. I be saving stuff and it don't be saving no more. But it was a lady on here, and she was saying about the progress of men in jail. If a person believed that, not saying it can't be done because you had a lot of dudes that do it, that come home from jail. Ultimately, when you go to jail, your mind stops growing. Your body grows. Your body grows, the way you think it grows, but only the way you think in there. So now with you doing a whole bunch of time on top of that, you so far behind the 8 ball. So far behind the 8 ball, man. So far. Like of the day. People on here looking at me and probably feel as though that I'm striving and I'm making the right, correct steps to be striving. But it's a task. It's hard. It's very hard. The older you get, the harder it gets. The younger you are, the easier it is to bounce back. For the old dudes that's coming home after 40 years old and spent for 20 years and better in prison, the water they're going to receive upon entering back in society is nothing that they can imagine. You can prepare all you want in there, but it's nothing about coming like a person going to jail for the first time. You could prepare and all that you want to prepare. Before your sentencing, you can talk to dudes that did time, what to do and what to don't do in jail. And then when you get in there, it's a whole different another ball game. A whole different ball game for the person that never, and it may take him years to get one etiquette of jail down. Because this is something that he's totally not used to. Then vice versa. For the person that just went in there at a young age and he's coming out, middle-aged man, it's going to take a lot for that person to stay the course. To stay the course. Like in there, you're not learning. Like I said, the computer classes they give out, they still giving you computer classes. It's nowhere near enhanced like how all the gadgets is we got out there now. They got the old fat computers. The ones is the big ones. The old you remember the old big ones computer? They teaching you how to type and stuff on that. Like this is not bringing you up to speed for what reality is going to hit you with when you're released from them prison walls.
For sure. Because, like now things speed up. Because it go from everything being slow.
Yeah.
And so you all do everything. Now everything is moving fast around you. Just everything moving fast.
Can't find
and then the another thing that moves fast is sometimes you get, the responsibility call, the call for responsibility.
But don't have no kids and you coming out here to them. The responsibility 10 times more harder. And it's hard when you by yourself and you gotta take care of yourself, but you got other mouths that you done left out here and come home. And my advice would be get yourself together, but a lot of men is not gonna take that. They want to come in and try to, fill the void that was so long voided. You're not gonna be able to do that unless you're a multi-millionaire coming home with multi-millions already. If you're a regular dude and you come out,
multi-millionaire though?
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about to restore, like, you don't have to be, but you got to get yourself together. If you ain't got no money, how you gonna have time for your kids?
I just think a term multi-millionaire. I'm taking
I'm just saying, have you some money. It probably don't take no $1 million, but to have you some money. If you coming home broke, destitute, you hit, and you try and jump back in them kids' lives and all that, and they older and they need, because they think is, Dad, I need this. You home now. They ain't worrying about you got to put yourself back together. Sure. And understandable because they're kids. They don't know nothing. You left when they was infant. They 14, 15 now. You back out here. All they know is prom night coming up. I got this going on. My dad back home. That's a pressure. That's a vicious pressure, along with the pressures that you got going on in your life. You ready to get out the halfway house. You don't got nobody's house to stay at. You ain't got no vehicle. You ain't got no job.
Well, in that case, everybody got to wait. Why would you?
That's everybody's case that's coming home from jail, bro. If you don't have no money, nothing that can help out, you got to wait. That's majority of men coming home today. Yeah. Just do the statistics behind that. Out of every 10 men that come home from jail, 7 of them niggas ain't got no money, bro. A high percentage.
Yeah, I mean,
and they got to get back into standing, and then with that comes time, patience, because you're not gonna get handed over nothing. You got to go out there and get it, and you're not going to go get it. It may not be 6 months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to get you back on track, period. And patience is the key.
Yeah, I agree. But not only patience, we talked about it before, not only patience.
And determination.
Yes.
And wanting to do it, exactly. Because patience will have you just sitting there. Like, all right, it's going to come. No, you got to have patience with the determination. I think you're supposed to put that in front of patience. Determination, then the patience to see that your determination pays off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I will always
drive. My determination is drive. All that is in the same category.
You got that. That's main number one. You got to go
before
out.
Patience.
Yeah, you got to had to go out. Like I said, for me, I just speak about my story. I wasn't coming from jail, but I was coming from a place of financial struggle after trying to get my life together and turn things around. And for me, I went through like a bit of, I'll say like depression, right, for like a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Then I just said, you know what? I'm out here every day. I didn't sold platters. I didn't try to sell everything. I didn't, because I didn't. But I feel like I knew I was a hustler. I just had to find a niche. So I was hustling everything, selling everything. I sold T-shirts. I sold socks. I sold hats. I sold food. I sold cars. I sold.
But besides what you sold, you still had to have patience. If a person don't have, that patience behind the determination, you can't have one without the other. You could have patience, no determination, that'll still leave you broke and nowhere because you ain't got no determination to go up and get it.
Yeah, but if you don't have no patience, you'll be ready to ride you around the door.
That's why I
something
said.
crazy.
That's why I said you gotta have both of them. You can't have one without the other. You have to have both of these to succeed in life after coming home from incarceration. If you're living a law-abiding citizen life,
it's crazy how people like I'll be having like topics and like we got topics and people just come up and just say them before we can even mention them. Like the topic that we wanted to really discuss also was $68 million in government checks. A few individuals from the city of Philadelphia had these checks. They were splurging online, talking about showing the money. Young guys too. And when he got court, he said something. He said something to the point like, yeah, I mean, like that. Yeah, I was wondering when y'all was gonna come. When y'all was gonna come get me or something like that. But he stole like 68 million in government checks, and was like cashing them or whatever he was doing with the checks. And it finally caught up to him. Was this an opportunity that a lot of dudes take advantage of? 68 million in checks.
That's an opportunity that everybody, I think even you would take advantage of.
No, I wouldn't.
Probably not, but yeah, well, me, I would. Yeah.
So, I mean, I know a lot of people would. Like some people would take advantage of getting those checks. And when he was arrested, I was told that one of the guys when he was arrested, he had some checks in his pocket.
Taking advantage of it.
Yeah, these opportunities. That's a once in a
lifetime opportunity. You ain't gonna come stumble across where you can still stick $68 million in checks.
I'm gonna say this for me. I'm gonna say that whenever you do something like this, what he was doing, they was doing what I saw from the pictures. They was posting these things online, right? Like posting the money. Not everybody doing Instagram.
Yeah,
posting
I wouldn't
money.
been doing none of that.
I wouldn't even have an Instagram page no more.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That right there. Once I got I'm not worried about nothing but some money, and I know that could be the wrong thing. But in the position that I am, I ain't worried about nothing but some money. How I got to get it now? I'm not trying to go out there and kill and commit crime to get it. But the money is for the better my standing and my family standing and friends in society, and that's a lot of people's outlook on life. And them dudes, if you was, I don't knock what you did, but you see by doing that, you went to jail. If you're gonna do that, and you got a lot of money worth of it, you ain't got to put nothing on the gram no more. You ain't got to stack that. I don't know what evidently is another motive behind getting the money. Would you say so? If you sitting there posting, did everybody know you was broke last week?
Mm-hmm.
You out here posting bands of it. I seen the pictures. John's taller than him.
I don't do it.
Like they coming to get you. They coming to get you. Okay, you broke law, but you can't just be smart enough to keep it on the tuck. And I'm not saying this like I'm promoting this. No, we just talking about the situation and how you got caught. Like I said, it was a wrong move. I get it though. I get it. You should took your ass and got you your own business, a job or something like that. But if you did do it that way, why carry it all the way out like that?
Yeah, it says federal prosecutors indicted three Philadelphia men. Naeem Anderson, Zahir McGough, and Quadair Pettis for allegedly stealing and reselling roughly $68 million in government-issued U.S. Treasury checks. The stolen funds included Social Security benefits, tax benefits, and Department of Veterans Affairs payments taken from the mail. Wow. It says between late 2024 and 2026, Anderson allegedly advertised the stolen checks at deep discounts on social media and Telegram. Once buyers were secured, McGough and Pettis allegedly helped mail the stolen checks to purchasers across the country. Federal agents arrested Anderson on August 8th, 2026, recovering over $16,000 in Treasury checks in his pocket. Wow. Wow. The thing about it too with this type of case, right? These young boys, right? And if I had to choose between them, shooting up stuff and going to jail or doing this, not saying it's right. And I don't agree with stealing money, stealing nobody's money, or taking nobody's life. I'm against all that, you know. But I'd rather them be doing in jail for that, man, because they gonna get out.
Well, you'd rather hold on.
I'd rather them go to jail for the checks, opposed to out here killing people. And
well, yeah, and they ain't gonna get no whole lot of time.
Everybody got like 5 years.
5. They get about a Trey Ball Jamal, especially if ain't none of them been locked up before. That's a white collar crime.
But they gonna have a behind load of debt.
Oh yeah,
restitution fees and stuff like that. Ain't even gonna be able to get no toothpaste when they get out.
Oh, well, that's cool too. You out. What you tell me about being out? You still got an opportunity.
Yeah, you got opportunity.
You ain't in jail.
Got a story to sell.
They ain't gonna be in there no 5, 10 years and none of that. They committed a white crime. That's a harmless crime. All they did was steal checks, and it's a crime. I'm not making it like, yo, since it's a little crime, go ahead out there and do it. No, it's wrong. Look, these men still gonna go serve some time of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be 6 months to 9 months to a year, that's a valuable time that you can never ever get back.
Create a poll, how many people will take advantage of those checks, and see how many people in the chat will take advantage of those checks. Because a lot of people are now walking $68 million in checks.
Yeah, when you see me again, man, I have a bag for you, man, because I'm going on this trip. I'm on my way to the airport going to Cabo. Here go this bag, homie.
Cabo.
I love you, Cabo. Well, they gonna know how to. Yeah, they gonna know what I'm talking about.
The thing about it too is this, like, and I'm not trying to give anybody no advice on how to break the law.
No, yeah, we would never up here doing that. We're just talking about a situation that occurred, and we're giving our opinion.
You got to go missing. You got to go like missing, and all the money that you get from all this stuff got to be hidden far away from you, somewhere where nobody else can get to it. Because I want to come home and get mine in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm preparing to be court.
Yeah, me too. After a lick like that,
yeah.
I'm
preparing to get caught.
Yes. I'm gonna have all my I's dotted and all my T's crossed. I'm gonna have nuggets everywhere. And the nugget is a pile. Yeah, a pile here, a pile there, a pile everywhere. Old McDonald had a form. E-I-E-I-O. You get me around that, there's only a few hands. I'm hitting about 3 to 4, and I'm going to the door. That's it. That's it, man.
I would definitely be preparing to be caught. And I would be
68 million. And once I see the magnitude of that, I'm like, we're going to jail, right? If I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
But if I'm by myself, I'm still talking out loud because I'm so you're going to jail, right? Well, yeah, I know I'm going, but let me go ahead and secure this before I go.
Yeah, you gotta find somebody you can trust.
Well, I got a whole bunch of them.
They get that money to.
So if I did it right, and you ain't know I did it, Feet.
I ain't know you did it.
Yeah, you ain't know I did it.
You know how I play, though.
I know. I come to you. You know what I mean? They get me like they get them, but before they get me, I'm like, yo, bro, I got about $3 million in cash. I need you to hold this for me.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm like, all right, yeah, cool, I got you.
Next day, they locked me up. They got me. Like, damn, I'm calling home. Everything cool with that Trey ball, right?
Oh, no, they got it. They see.
No.
They came to the crib. I gave it to him, bro. I had to give it up.
I gave it to him.
Nah,
they came to the crib. I gave it up, bro. No.
That's a substantial amount of cash, man.
Yes, it is. A very large, substantial amount of cash.
Yeah, and then they young bulls.
Mm-hmm.
So what all young boys do, go to the internet. The internet is really, really dangerous, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, if you're doing anything, man, like this phone, I saw something too today where they said that you could delete whatever you want off this phone.
And it's still there.
It's still going to be there.
A lady judge was saying that, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Black lady judge, yeah.
Yeah, she said that no matter what you delete off this phone, it's still going to be there. And another thing what Google does, it tracks your location. Is so much that technology, man. It's almost like I would advise anybody to get a daggone, go get you a flip phone, man.
Or a beeper.
Yeah, you gotta go back. You gotta go back to caveman status. You gotta go back to caveman status, man. But this just to go back to them, right? The young bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them with them checks, right? And having that amount of money at their disposal.
Mm-hmm.
And then to go to jail behind that, it's like they just playing a game. It's like we just playing a game. We came up with something. He said, I was wondering when y'all was gonna come get me. That's one of the statements he said when they grabbed him. I was wondering when y'all was gonna come get me. So he knew he was going to jail.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So he had a blast.
Yeah, he
probably was like fooling all the young Jones. He probably got all types of, what'd you say? Yeeks.
Yeeks everywhere. Still got them right now. They be around still for a few.
It's funny what the money you do.
Hmm.
Get you a few honeys. I would say get you a honey or a few. That money, man. Cotty with the body.
I want to talk about a topic, man. I want people to fact find it because it's just